No.
Welcome to the show. It is a horrible show, a terrible show, absolutely the worst. You can ask anyone about it. People often do. At least that's what they tell me.
I ask myself that every time.
Yep, John's here, dicking around with his magic cards,
Sorry.
trying to figure out what's going on with his deck. I am sipping on some fresh,
Poison?
lovely poison from the fine poison company of Pepsi.
Merry Christmas. Have a free deck box.
Oh, well, I got a free deck box. That's it's just a cardboard box.
It can fit a 60-card deck in there, so be grateful.
I am. I'll pick it up in a second. Well, probably in about an hour. We're going to try and cut the stream early today. We want to get down there. It is guys' night tonight. We got a party going on downstairs, so if you hear screaming and laughing, that's probably them trying to disrupt us because it's funny. But besides that, there's a lot to talk about today. We'll try and zoom through it.
Oh, we can't. Literally, it's the same shit that's been going on. Part of my language.
It's Minneapolis again.
Again. And
the poor city of Minneapolis. They are never going to live this down.
Guess where I found out my dad was born?
Minneapolis?
Minneapolis.
Oh my gosh.
Way back in the day. I thought my dad grew up. So my dad grew up.
Can he get his birth? Can you get a birth certificate edited to change your place of birth? So you can't be.
Well, here's the thing. I completely spaced it because he lived almost his whole life in Pennsylvania, and so he was born there, and then they moved, and so I didn't know that, and then I was filling out some information I needed, and I was like, wait, Dad, you were into the fraud back in the 50s.
Yeah. So as you saw in the title, well, it's Lions, Tigers, and 5-year-olds. Oh my! So let's go ahead and hit up this first article.
Did your child name?
What?
Did your child name that, or is that because of?
No, that's just me. I just chose to go with it.
I
just felt like it'd be fun.
Let's do this.
Top ICE officials accuse father of detain. Oh, wow, I am not good today.
Top ICE officials accuse father of detained 5-year-old of abandoning his child.
Yeah, so this is the thing this is really going to be a he said, she said kind of thing. It's not like they put the kid in handcuffs, first of all. From what we understand, I didn't go and highlight anything. You saw quickly there a little image of the kid. So it's an interesting scenario, and it's really much about he said, she said kind of stuff, unless we actually have body cam footage to prove anything. And a lot of ICE agents don't have body cam footage just because they're not required to wear it, unlike a lot of other cities. I can see why it's confusing.
So he was running away.
So from what we understand, the best information I could gather is ICE had a warrant to go pick this guy up and arrest him. The guy just barely got home from picking up his son from school. And at this point, that's when the ICE officers engage him. And from what we understand, he ran, leaving the kid in the car. And it's not like the kid...
Ooh, man, he's technically home.
He's technically home, which means there are family at home.
Yeah, I see why. Okay. Yes and no. You got a yes and no situation.
You're kind of in the gray zone here. And the thing is, from what I understand, the car was left on. So even though if the kid was left in the car, he wasn't going to freeze to death.
Yeah, he was going to be fine.
He's going to be fine. The car's full, probably got a half tank of gas. You still got several hours. Many more than that, probably, of just the car being warm and at least safe for the kid.
Yeah, but the car's running. They don't see a parent, so I might hop in and steal the car.
Yeah, but if
it is Minneapolis.
If there's family there, they probably would have been like, wait a minute.
So the school, I don't even know why the school was being interviewed about this when it's not even at the frickin' school that this happened. But the school people there are frickin' claiming that they refused to hand the child over to the parents or to family. They claim that there was someone there in the driveway that was related to him. Well, related isn't mother or father. Yeah, the way it works with government oftentimes is not the immediate parent. They ain't doing anything unless they actually have a court order that authorizes custody of that child by someone else. And so the way it works is when they arrest a person, they ask, and they have a child with them, they're going to ask that person, hey, who do you want the child to be with? Since you're the one with the child, you're the one who has custody of the child at the point, we're going to ask you who to put it with. So they went above and beyond from what they're saying, at least the Department of Homeland Security. They're saying that the ICE officers asked him who he wants to be with. He said that he wants a child with him. So there's a picture. Go up.
Yeah.
There's a picture of the child again right there as well. So he said he wanted a child with him during the deportation process. But they decided to also try to hand off the child to the mother. And then, so they go to the door, have the kid knock on the door. And they reassure the woman that they're not going to arrest her.
Yeah.
Which, to give the woman, I mean, to be fair to that woman, I mean, it's like, you think if they just arrested your husband as an illegal immigrant, which, from what I understand, the lawyer is claiming they're not here illegally. Technically, they're working through the process. But
if they are working through the process, they need to be given that grace, because that process is, it's hard, it's tedious. They're doing it the right way. But
they've already been in the process for a while, so I wonder, though, if something happened that's the thing. They didn't arrest the mother, who's also going through the process. They only arrested the man. So it makes me wonder if something happened with him.
Well, he could have like a warrant and from another country.
That's the thing, is we don't know. We still need information.
Well, there's ways to ban that. That's horrible.
But claiming that they detained a 5-year-old and tried to use him as bait is hyperbole as well. It's not accurate to what, at least to the information that we do have, and we'll find out. I mean, more information will come out.
Yeah, didn't you say the mother refused to open the door and take?
Yeah, the article says that
mother
they refused
to open the door.
Well, they're probably scared.
Take custody of the child, which is why I give her grace on that. It's like she's thinking that they might just arrest her as soon as she opens the door.
Just go into everybody.
Apparently, they reassured her they wouldn't, and she still refused to open the door. They can't give the child over to whoever is out there in the front yard, even if they're a relative. That when it comes to this, they only work with the actual parents, unless for some reason someone else in the family actually has custody of the child.
Yeah,
but apparently they took the kid out to McDonald's in the process of all of this, so he got a Happy Meal.
I wonder if they got the new
he's in Texas right now with his dad in a family detention center, so they got more space for the dad and the son. So he is with his dad at least, but
dude,
it is what it is.
The new Pokemon cards.
They tried in a way to at least keep the kid in the U.S. for the most part. They did their due diligence, is what ICE is saying they did.
As a mother, I could not see it being in the house and not opening the door to get my child. I'm like, no. I would just say whatever.
I wonder if there's somebody in the home that's like not supposed to be there or something.
It's possible, but this is why you get a doggy door, so the kid can just crawl in anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to that next article. It might be along the same subject. It might not be. It is definitely.
Sorry, I'm looking at smart.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not.
Oh,
so I think you heard about this. Protesters invading the Baptist church there.
Oh, dude, I did hear that. Man, in Texas. You know that wouldn't stand in Texas, and people would have been shot.
Yeah. So, a lot of people don't know, but there's 2 acts. There's 2 laws that these people could be charged under.
The KKK Act?
So what happened is there's these protesters, quote-unquote, rioters, because they're breaking the law doing it, they staged outside of a church. Don frickin' Lemon, the gay guy from, or at least used to be from CNN. Now he's not with CNN anymore because he's that crappy. Even CNN got rid of him. So they went out to this St. Paul church. It's a Baptist church. And they went in, disrupting the service, doing these chants about getting ICE out of their state, blah, 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 blah. And, well, there's 2 laws that were passed that they could be prosecuted under. It's the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan Act, which was passed. But then there's also the FACE Act, which is hilarious. Because
which one's that?
The FACE Act is the one that bans you from protesting or while protesting, blocking the entrance to abortion clinics. That's what it was originally passed for. But it wasn't going to get passed initially, and so they made a compromise. And they included religious buildings and stuff as well. And so a law originally meant to protect the left and their right to kill babies now is backfiring against them when they're trying to protest and disrupt church services.
Here's the thing, like, I know I'm quite distracted today, but
he's got magic on his mind. Okay, give him a break.
I do, and some heavier choices that we will.
Oh yeah, you'll find out in the future if it's an issue.
Yeah, if it's an actual go through. Some big things that could be really, really life changing for me and my family. So, it's just crazy, the hypocrisy, because they thought the church was a headquarters, like a field office.
No,
They thought an agent of ICE.
From what I understood,
is that what it was? Like an agent of ICE?
From what I understood from reading through this article and others, is that they came under the belief, at least, that the pastor of that church was working either for or with ICE.
Right here, I think.
Who the heck cares, bro?
Trust me. It's a Baptist church, way more lucrative just to make your income in the church. You don't need to add a side gig of ICE on top.
David Easterwood, who the church confirmed is a field.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Oh, he is. Oh well. I guess I missed that part.
I guess they were right.
I skimmed these articles.
You're distracted too. We're all distracted.
I was rushed today. I had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I pulled you over to my house just to.
I know.
You guys will get a thumbnail and a post later.
That's what I get. I get live corrected when I skim.
Well, here's the thing. Before we go to the next episode, protest where it's all right to protest.
Well, protesting outside the church would have been fine.
Don't go snapping in, because, hell, like we said before, this happened in Texas, dude.
There is video footage of children in the church crying out of fear because of these protesters. These protesters went from being protesters to terrorists at this point. Mm-hmm. And I will call them terrorists because they are really terrorizing people, even though they're not being violent in this instance.
Yeah, they're not being...
They have been violent before.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Well, also you've had some shootings and other issues at other churches. Those kids may have learned.
They may not know. Mm-hmm. They could be freaking out because they don't.
The question is,
they don't quite understand what's going on. I mean, as a dad, if I was in that church, I would be like,
"Yeah,
so
all right,
the ICE
what we
protesters could have had their faces masked. So then you're thinking, this is not good. They also thought it was a robbery that they're going to do who knows what to the church. So it's just the kids would be freaked out and paranoid and scared. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say, they were a terrorist at that moment.
Oh, yeah, at that moment. Yeah, definitely.
All right, well.
Next one. What is this?
Do you want to get to the next article or go through this some more?
You know, yes and no, because it is just all the BS with Michigan. Mm-hmm. And I kind of want to throw all the BS with Michigan on a grand finale when their BS finally ends, if it ever ends.
I don't know, man.
It's going so deep, dude.
I feel bad for all the people in Michigan, at least that are outside of the Minneapolis-St. Paul area.
For this?
Because it's been chaotic.
I feel bad for them because guess what they have there now? Exploding trees, bro.
I saw that video.
It's been so cold that the tree sap in the trees is expanding and breaking trees.
Okay.
They're like at -40 or something that I heard. Don't quote me on that.
I saw that video.
It's so cold, and they're getting hit with so much snow, and we're over here in Utah. Greatest snow on earth, not getting...
You gotta give it, though. You gotta give credit to those leftist protesters in Michigan. In Michigan, right? No.
Yeah,
Minnesota. In Minnesota. You got to give them credit. Because
Minnesota.
Typically, people don't protest and riot in the winter because it's so cold.
I mean, they're doing a good job at it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like the Summer of Love in 2020. Those riots, as soon as it started getting cold, they went away. Mm-hmm. That's the thing, is typically riots and protests don't really happen much in the winter. It takes a particular amount of fervor on behalf of the participants to do it in those adverse conditions. And with how cold it's been there lately, so cold they've got exploding trees, you got to give them credit. I mean, I would say they're probably freezing their balls off, but they are leftists. They probably don't have many balls left anyways.
Yeah, but you've also seen videos of a mom out there walking with a toddler strapped to her back in those freezing cold weathers to do protests. She's
well, there's more. There's
life.
a lot more in Minnesota going on now too. Though it's like you got the flash, it was either the flashbang and the gas canister, or just the gas canister that went off underneath a van that had a family in it. And they claimed they were just coming home from their son's baseball game, only now to have been exposed that they had parked the car and had been participating in the riots.
And the baby was at least in the car, but one record was saying they may have up to 6 children. So how many children were left in that car unattended?
And that's terrible because those children were put in that... it's not their fault. They're just children. But they were in that position because of two... shitty adults.
Well, here's my thing. I tell my kids, because I'm conservative, if they want to believe what they want to believe, that's what they want to believe. And, you don't have to participate or come to the things I believe in, if I'm going to. These people are dragging their kids into dangerous situations. It's a lot more crazier than dragging them to, a conservative convention. Those are really safe. This is a chance that they could get shot. A bomb could go off or something.
We haven't released the interview yet. It's getting worked on, but we have the interview with Ken, who was shot here in Provo during the riots of 2020. All he was doing was just driving through. He was just going to Home Depot. That's all I'll say about it. And then that happened. He wasn't trying to participate in the protest. He wasn't trying to oppose the protest. He was just making a quick run to Home Depot and back.
I got some stuff to do, and boom.
And the thing is, these people may have participated in that riot, but as soon as they got back in their car, they could have acted just by mere confusion of those cases, of these scenarios. They could have had the mob turn on them, the people who were just supporting them. And it's because that's the thing, is a car coming through a crowd like that, or going through a crowd, oftentimes can be perceived as a threat, which is ironic that they then go, the ICE agent shouldn't have shot Renee Good because she was only going 2 miles an hour. It's like, well, you guys attack these people in their cars because you think they're going to run you over. So you can't have your cake and eat it too, okay?
Yeah. So, did you see here that Lemon interviewed people from the group?
He interviewed people from the group. He interviewed the pastor of the church, and he also interviewed some of the congregants after they had left the church.
And there are showing protesters shouting insults and accusations at the youth, children, and families.
Yeah, I did. Oh, my goodness. This is...
Yeah. Oh, I know. And I agree with there's a lot of conservatives talking about this, and I agree with their
Here's this one, John, for you.
I agree with their assessment of this, that if we don't shut this down now and we prosecute them and throw them in jail for the maximum amount of time they can go to jail for this, then they will come to our homes. Yeah. If we can't stop them at the churches, they will come and do this in our homes. And I know that there are some states that will not work out very well, and there are some states where it will work out a little better, like New York. But it is what it is.
If you're going to come to my home, bring a 12-pack of Mountain Dew and...
Who is this person? Do you know?
Starnes? Oh, Todd Starnes. Yeah, he works on the on Blaze TV. He works... He has a show.
Because this is what he's saying, that I guess Don Lemon... defense storming the Minneapolis church today and shutting down the worship service. This is what the First Amendment is about. The freedom to protest, but not terrorize.
That's what Don Lemon is saying, not Todd Starnes. Okay? Don't shoot the messenger. He's just relaying what the guy is saying.
Still, he should put his own opinion in there.
Yeah. So... let's go ahead and hit up the next article. Let's leave Minneapolis alone. They already got enough crap going on. So this one, John's interesting. I don't know if you got to look at what was on the itinerary, but this one's interesting.
No, dude, I have been so distracted trying to get...
So we've been Virginia Democrats push bill killing oversight of nonprofits. Go ahead and scroll down.
Oh, yeah. I did see that. They're in full panic mode, if you notice. They're in full panic mode, trying to save their skin right now.
Yes, princess.
Hey,
what?
Cover her face.
I love you too. Go.
Dude, that's what made me get through today is my little girl.
Oh, yeah.
At the card shop as I'm dealing with screaming boys who are fighting and hitting each other like boys do, like brothers do.
And then your little princess
like,
is there.
Love you, Daddy. And I'm like, it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
Dude, this is just crazy that they're trying to hurry up and
this does
pass
show
all these
that there's
laws.
all this fraud is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere. And the fact that they're doing this is trying to preempt it to make it harder to trace the fraud that's happening.
Oh my gosh. So they know it's happening and
they
they're
know
trying
the
to...
only reason to do this is you know it's happening and you want to prevent it from being stopped. I'm sorry, but...
I guess they want to have more illegals move to their states so they can hopefully get more congressional seats, take away from other states that are getting ripped into, like Minnesota right now, and possibly California and Oregon.
All I have to say is, Abraham Lincoln may have been wrong with how he handled the Reconstruction of the South.
No, so okay, I'm gonna argue.
I'm
with
not
that.
talking about the South specifically. I'm talking about
I'm,
what he did with the Democrat Party.
Okay, I'm gonna argue with that just real quick because I know we're trying to keep this short and we still have a lot to talk about. The way he did it, in my personal opinion, after reading all the books I've read about him, was inspired by God. He did his best with the crappy situation he was handled.
Yeah.
When people were opposed to him every step of the way. He did his best. So, I mean, it should have been stopped during Andrew Jackson's presidency because that's when the party split after George Washington was out. They split because George Washington was like, no, parties is what's going to destroy the country. And Andrew Jackson was like, Democrats, Republicans, yay! And look at where we are now.
Was it Andrew Jackson?
It's either Andrew Jackson or Garfield. The one after Andrew.
Not Garfield. Garfield was much later.
Wasn't he?
Look up the list of presidents by order.
And then, so just keep talking about this so we can go...
Shortly before the Civil War is when the Democrat Party and the Republican Party split. It was the Democratic-Republican Party. And then they split into the Democrat Party and the Republican Party. And this was basically right around the death
Maybe it's
of...
Thomas Jefferson you're thinking of.
Oh,
that's the name I was
and this was right around the death.
Yeah, I said Thomas Jefferson, but I think it went during either John Adams or Thomas Jefferson or James Madison where the parties split.
Oh, wait, no. Okay.
George Washington was very, very opposed to it. He specifically was like, listen,
Where's
we need
Garfield
to...
on there, babe?
He's down. He's down, yeah.
Yeah,
he's way down.
So, yeah, it was...
Do you know who I love real quick that is
what?
not really talked about? I learned a lot about him.
Who? Calvin Coolidge?
Louis Grant. President Grant. I can never... Ulysses.
Ulysses? I say Ulysses.
That's how you say it.
Ulysses?
Ulysses.
Go and listen to any documentary.
Very sure.
But
look, you guys, the documentaries you listened to were probably done by Benedict Cumberbatch because he can't even pronounce penguin correctly, okay?
So, great president. Okay, back to our article real quick because we got 30 minutes to make this an hour.
What happened, though, is the Democratic-Republican Party split into the Democrat Party and the Republican Party right around the same time of the death of the Whig Party. And the Democrat Party effectively ended up kind of taking the place of the Whig Party. They inherited that, and then the Republican Party was the new radical party that wanted to abolish slavery.
Man, this is messed up. I suggest whoever's listening to legitly read this article and understand this bill, because it's not okay.
The worrisome part is if this passes and other states might start following suit, other states.
Oh, I know Utah.
For a fact John,
Utah will.
John, would you be interested in setting up an NGO in Virginia with me?
A what?
an NGO, non-governmental organization in Virginia.
Why not?
Well, we might be able to get some funding for the show.
If everything works out, that's where I'll be. So might as well.
Probably.
I'll be there.
Probably. Maybe South Carolina won't kick off the next Civil War.
Maybe it'll be Watson that accidentally does it by accident.
Your name will go down in history.
You'll just see. You'll be talking about me on the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
right?
it's Jonathan. He accidentally.
Right. Let's hit up that next article.
Here's this one, guys.
What?
In addition to Anderson's bill, newly sworn-in Democratic Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger has ushered in a new host of progressive policies that have been heavily criticized by Republicans, including repealing an executive action by her predecessor that now forbids local and state law enforcement from cooperating with federal immigration authorities.
I bet you that woman was mocked relentlessly in school. Abigail Spanberger.
Or Spanberger.
She wants to repeal it, so
she's already repealed.
Wait a minute, is that a good thing? So an executive action by her predecessor that now forbids. So it's a law already that forbids local and state law enforcement from cooperating.
So she repealed it. So now she's saying don't work with immigration.
No, because her predecessor said it forbids local and state law enforcement.
She includes repealing an executive action by her predecessor that now forbids local.
Yeah, so that's a good thing.
Well,
no,
she's
now forbids local and state law. So the executive action she repealed in her executive action was mandating.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see. Okay, you're right. That's gay.
Well.
And she also,
no, cancel me.
And she also reduced mandatory minimum sentences for various crimes and has prioritized diversity, equity, and inclusion
Not
in
equality.
Government contracting, as well as raising taxes.
Remember, equity and equality are not the same thing. And to you boomers out there, it is not the equity in your house that they're talking about. All right, let's go ahead and hit up that next article.
Just thought we should point that out. Keep
We're rushing through it tonight. We want to get back to guys' night. And if you don't like that, that's your problem.
You better
Michael,
be careful.
we need you on the show. I want to talk about that stuff.
What stuff?
That stuff. I want to talk about Bigfoot and other things.
Oh, superstition!
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's going to be a great episode because he sent me his list of stuff he wants to talk about.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm like, I am super pumped, bro.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Super pumped.
I can't wait.
I don't believe in certain things.
What's wrong with you?
But I love, in certain things, I'm a big believer in Bigfoot. Just watch me and my dad argue. It's hilarious.
By the way, if you're curious about the statistics, more people in this country believe in Bigfoot than people that trust Hillary Clinton.
That's...
What about who think
the surveys have been done.
How many people think the world's flat? What's the percentage?
It's a hot dog, okay? It's a hot dog shape.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling donut myself.
I've heard the donut. I've heard the hot dog, the flat.
You can tell I like the donut shape theory.
Oh, there's a couple other ones. The ice wall one.
Yeah.
That one's funny.
Okay, well, let's get going.
Loser, super.
So, this is an update to a previous story. We talked about the superintendent of the school district out there in this state.
He pled guilty to the charges.
He's pled guilty to. I don't know about all of the charges, but he's at least pled guilty to some of them.
Let's see.
Federal criminal offenses.
Okay. So
related to his immigration status and firearm possession.
Yep.
So
he the big ones basically. So he has pled guilty. So he's basically just gonna get charged and then probably deported at some point.
They're gonna deport him back to Guyana.
Scroll down. It has a picture of him.
Where the heck is Ghana? Is that Ghana?
No, Ghana's in Africa. Guyana is in South America.
Yeah, Guyana is South America.
Can people come up with different names for these places, man?
I know. Scroll down, babe. Show his face real quick. That was the guy there. He was a superintendent of a school.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah, you recognize him now. So, yeah. So,
crazy.
Update to that story. He's pled guilty. Yep. What?
He was double dipping because he worked as a consultant for a different place.
Yeah, so he was also a superintendent and then also double dipping by being a consultant for another place as well at the same time.
And he would
do
there was
a conflict of interest.
And he'd do the contracts for that place to do teacher improvement.
So he's going away for a long time.
Nah, he's probably going to get deported back to Guyana.
Well, no, so a lot of ways that they're doing this, they throw you in the jail system here because most people are scared of American prison, and then they're shipping them out.
To be fair, there are a lot of gay guys in prison. Or at least they weren't gay before they got to prison.
But I think the reason why he pled guilty is he took the plea deal where they would not add any more charges to him. So it
makes sense.
So he knows he's going away, so he's like, let's just finish this now.
Just get it done. Hey, it makes sense. At least he's got some honor doing that.
It makes it easier for him, too, because then he doesn't have to keep paying for lawyers.
Remember,
or whatnot.
He was getting close to, I think, $200,000 a year, and he was for that school for like 3 years.
Gosh,
it was well over $100,000.
Yeah. All right, let's hit up that next article.
Okay.
So we talked about this a few times. The guy,
the
shooting at the church and at the funeral.
Hey, those things are illegal. On the right, just saying. If you look into those cameras that we now have 3 in Salem that people don't know about, but they're hidden in bushes. If you have to hide a camera in the bushes, you're
probably not doing the right thing.
But no, so it tracks you. Those cameras right there, it tracks what time you went, what direction, and it goes all into a log. And then when it pops it up again, it writes you next to your name with your address. It's surveillance that is not necessary. And they can send you tickets. So if you're speeding, they can...
That's the biggest problem I have is with that whole automated ticketing system. It's like, ugh.
It's illegal. Though, yeah. Anyway,
when they try to push that, we've gone way too far. So
this is happy news, by the way, because the man passed away. We talked about him, was it, last week?
Yeah, he was shot and killed at the funeral. Along with 6 other people. Well, 2 people were shot and killed at the funeral, and then 6 other people were injured. And so this guy, we're pretty confident he's very likely the one that had the gun. He's not being charged with that yet, but he is being charged with obstruction of justice.
They're probably waiting till they have enough evidence to bring that forward.
Yeah, but by charging him with obstruction of justice in this process, it allows them to keep him in custody for now until they finish building their case.
Which their hearing is on February 2nd.
Yeah, so...
Great news.
And he's set without bail, so he can't...
Yeah, he can't leave. So good news. I'm grateful for that family.
I'm pretty sure they've got the guy who did it, but they're just doing this to keep him in custody while they build the case.
They have 2 people in custody, so...
there's all that.
A Magna woman faces felony charges for attempting to smuggle drugs into Utah prisons.
What is up with people out there, man?
Dude, it's funny because I've met people out there in Magna and they talk crap about us here in Utah County. And it's like, to be fair, at least we have normal stories about crap when it comes to us.
I know.
At least we have normal. It's like, you guys are smuggling drugs into prison while we're just like got freaking Karens angry at Target.
Or people who don't know how to drive.
Granted, I mean, they're probably making more money than the Karen at Target.
If I wasn't such an honest person, I would do it. But I'm too damn honest.
Wait, being a Karen or just drug smuggling into prison?
Smuggling drugs, bro, but I'm too honest.
To be fair, you can be very honest about smuggling drugs into prisons. You just have to tell the truth about it.
Okay.
Well, they might have an update with the Saratoga Springs where there's unsealed documents reveal gunshot residue on clothes for the Saratoga Springs, the mother and son that died. There was 8.
Okay.
Let's look into that more because on some of these murder.
Yeah. Some of these murder charges. I won't delete that tab, and I'll make sure to pull that article.
Yeah, because I want
that for next
some
week.
of these murder cases. I want to get more information.
It's ridiculous. Where it was in the spring that happened, and so it's been almost a year.
Yeah.
Or at least 3/4 of a year, and we don't have a clue who did it.
The new sleeves. The new sleeves from Dragon Shields are puffy, and so I'm trying to get the air.
This one?
Seems good.
Oh my God!
Drones forces delay of life flight transport from primary children's hospitals.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm buying? Screw drones. The shotgun shells with nets. So whenever I catch the person flying a drone over my house, I'm going to shoot it.
Well, the exact same thing happened with the fire over by Provo. They couldn't bring in the airplanes or helicopters to dump retardant or water because people had drones in the area.
So retardant.
Let's go ahead and hit up that next article.
Do you know what I say?
What?
Next time there's a drone, just get those shotgun shells and
see. I disagree with the principle that we're not allowed to shoot drones that are flying overhead. I'm sorry. Even if it's a police drone, I'm sorry. Like, you know what? If I don't know what that aerial device is and it's flying over my house, I should have the legal right to shoot it.
You own 100, I think it's 150 feet above your house that you own the airspace of. So if it's in that, I 100%
Sounds
agree.
like breaking an entry.
They were impeding trying to get a fire under control. They were impeding a child that needed to be life flighted to a different hospital. I'm sorry. They should not be flying in those areas. You need to just get rid of it.
On this episode of Republican Scumbags, we have not the Bee. If you ever heard of Babylon Bee, here's their real news that's absolutely ridiculous reporting.
Kill switches in cars. I was waiting for that to come.
There's a lot that's in the process of being passed, and Representative Massey, the beautiful man from Kentucky, best thing to come out of Kentucky for a long time. Sorry, it's just true.
Scroll down, please.
So what's happened here is he proposed an amendment there to pull out a few things from this bill. It's a spending bill that's being passed. So 76 House Republicans joined every single Democrat to support the earmarks for abortions, gender procedures on children, DEI activism, and partisan pet projects. And one of these things they also supported in the process of this was that the law mandates that vehicles after 2026 or 2026 and after have kill switches built into them so they can be shut off by either law enforcement or by the car, like a program in the car or whatever. And Massey made a wonderful argument of why it was absolute bullcrap. Scroll up, babe. We might have seen a video there. Scroll up.
There's no video.
No, scroll down. Okay. So I wasn't sure if we had passed it or not. I thought there was a video of Massey making the argument. Oh, here, by the way, look at that. Show that whole tweet there, babe.
See this.
Scroll down.
Hold this. Scroll down.
There we go. That we do have a Republican from Utah who voted on
which one?
The woman one.
Of course.
That's just. I don't know what to say. She was the only woman congressman from our state.
Blake D. Moore.
Assholes.
And
our friend down there in Florida, by the way, there are Florida representatives on this list too.
Kyle, there's two. Celeste Malloy and Blake D. Moore.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We got two traitors in our state.
The government should not have the right to shut
Now, I will give them some credit because they also might be on board with the idea that this might not pass the Senate at all with these on it, and so they might have just voted to keep them on it to prevent the spending bill from passing in the first place. So
it
I don't know.
Could be like a wolves in sheep clothing type deal.
We'll have to see how it plays out, but that's the thing. There's Thomas Massey, his tweet about it. There we go.
Agreed.
Scroll down. Let's play that video there from X. Just click play on that.
Is the volume enough or no?
Yeah, it should be high enough.
It is now in order to consider amendment number 1.
You can turn it up more if you want, babe.
Part B of House Report 119-462. For what purpose does the gentleman from Kentucky seek recognition?
Mr. Chair, I have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk shall designate the amendment.
Amendment number 1, printed in Part B of House Report number 119-462, offered by Mr. Massey of Kentucky.
Pursuant to House Resolution 1014, the gentleman from Kentucky, Mr. Massey, and the member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Kentucky.
Mr. Chair, I rise in support of our amendment. This is co-sponsored by Mr. Perry from Pennsylvania and Mr. Roy from Texas. And I regret that we have to offer this amendment. What I'm going to describe will probably sound like a bad science fiction movie, but that's what's written into law. Right now in law, that's going to be implemented it says for 2026 and beyond. Now the reality is the technology doesn't exist, but that doesn't keep legislators from imagining things that they would like to do to infringe on civil liberties. But there is a law that states that every vehicle manufactured is going to have a kill switch in it. The car itself will monitor your driving. And if the car thinks that you're not doing a good job driving, it will disable itself. So the car dashboard becomes your judge, your jury, and your executioner. Imagine this. We got a snowstorm coming. A mom takes her kids out. They're going to the grocery store. It's snowing. They're trying to get some groceries before the big storm hits. She swerves for a pothole. The neighbor's pet gets in the way, swerves for that. First responder goes by. She pulls over. Her car says, "You got one more swerve, and then we're going to ground you." There it is. The next thing she has to avoid, an icy patch in the road. The car has adjudicated her as unsuitable for driving. It disables the vehicle, and there she's stranded. My question is, how do you appeal your sentence? Once your car, the technology in your car, has judged you to be incapable of driving. Once it's disabled you and your children at the side of the road, how do you appeal that? Do you press a button on the dashboard? Do you start talking to an AI? What if it really was somebody who was drunk? Are you really going to send a police car after this? Disabled vehicle? Do we have the resources to do that? There's going to be so many false positives. The technology.
That's pretty much good. Massey makes a great argument. I believe Chip Roy gets up next and actually talks as well about this, but
that's wrong, dude.
Yeah, the idea is absolutely absurd.
My issue is with the kids in the car. You're on the freeway, and the car just dies. Other cars could.
So you know the cars that shut themselves off now when you're at a stoplight. That is so bad for the engine. People don't realize because you pull up, you stop, and if you idle for like 5-6 seconds, it shuts itself off.
The idea is saving gas, but shutting on and off like that isn't always good for the engine.
No, it burns more gas, and it's bad for the engine.
Yeah.
I worry about that happening. It disables on the freeway. You get a 15, 20 car pile up.
It's not going to be like that. If it's on the freeway or anything, most likely if it's going to have that tech, it's going to be one that can self-drive as well. So it's going to pull over and stop.
Stop and then I'm going to pull you over here.
He says they don't have the technology, so I could see it being stupid enough where it just kills it. And then you're like, I'm stranded.
We do have the technology. It's just not being applied yet. Because, I mean, look at Elon Musk with Tesla. He's got self-driving cars. They're not perfect. But they're coming along pretty fast.
Screw these people.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and hit up that next article.
Happy news?
Yep, we got happy news.
Yeah. Church news, baby.
Yep, church news. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints announces locations for temples in Hawaii and Arizona. Scroll down. They've got images of where it's going to be at.
Wait a minute. I know somebody from there.
Oh, yeah? Sweet.
Yeah, I work with somebody from there.
This is
and I butcher the name.
2 temples in Hawaii?
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. It's not Cthulhu.
I butcher it every time.
Kalui, I think.
Yeah, I mean no offense to the people in Hawaii. I just suck at
yeah, so
on the island of Maui. Well, let's scroll down.
Now there's, I believe, 2 temples in Hawaii.
Look at that. Yeah, on one of their other bigger islands. I love it.
Is that? I believe that's Kauai in the top left of the picture there.
It's going to be a single-story building. Can you scroll down?
I'm just trying to see. It's going to be on the island of Maui.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw that.
Sorry.
Okay, it's going to be single-story building, 19,000 square feet, and there'll be also an auxiliary building on site.
Yeah. I love Hawaii.
Has one operating temple.
Want to go back.
And Leh. And 2 others announced in progress. Wow.
Honolulu and Kona.
Yeah. The church is growing fast in Hawaii, isn't it?
Yeah, scroll down.
What is that? That's 4 temples total.
Oh, and Flagstaff.
1 operating, 1 now announced for location, and 2 more announced for future.
Yep, Flagstaff, Arizona.
Wow. Arizona's going to have a huge walk. Look at that. 10.443 acres.
Whew.
It's going to have a nice park.
That's awesome.
So
I love temple grounds that have that grounds for you to walk on.
Yeah.
And you can be peaceful. And it's nice. Especially when you don't have time to go into the temple, but you want to go sit somewhere quiet. Mm-hmm. And you can just go and walk and sit and think and pray.
Well, that's like the Las Vegas temple. I mean, I took that opportunity down there to propose to Christy.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Close to the middle of the state. Gotta put away.
That's good. I know
Flagstaff.
my sister-in-law
I've been to
would be happy.
Flagstaff. Have you?
No.
It's nice.
Ready for this?
If you ever go to Phoenix, you'll pass by Flagstaff.
Ready for this? I've been to Arizona once, and I said never again.
What, too hot?
There ain't nothing there but desert, okay? It's worse than Utah.
Not in Flagstaff. Flagstaff is
where were we?
Massive, beautiful Ponderosa Pines.
We were in...
Flagstaff's beautiful. I love that
what's the valley down there by the Navajo Nation?
I don't know. Ask her. She's from Arizona.
Monument Valley?
Yeah, I think I've heard that one, Valley.
Yeah, so that Monument Valley's pretty. We were down in Navajo Nation here in Utah, and we decided to go hop the border into Arizona, and there's Boy Scouts, and I was like, dude, there's nothing here but sagebrush.
And
like, I love the desert. Don't get me wrong, but you would have to pay me a lot of money to move to Arizona.
Not all of Arizona is a desert. We
I've heard.
have the largest ponderosa forest.
Which those ponderosa pines are
Flagstaff,
so
they're beautiful.
pretty.
And that's where Christy grew up. She grew up in the Show Low
So like
area.
Logan's.
And Show Low's split. Part of Show Low's in the desert, and then part of Show Low's in the forest. It's at
Technically
the
a
border.
plateau. It was a plateau.
It was a
upper.
plateau. But part of it's in the desert. The plateau's a desert. And then the other part of it is the Ponderosa Pine Forest. So she kind of grew up in both there.
And Flagstaff is in the ponderosa forest, so it's nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And
If you ever get a chance to drive through Flagstaff, just go.
And
I have to. So
make the extra long trip to make it through Flagstaff.
My
it's beautiful.
sister-in-law lives outside of...
If you guys need something fun to do in Arizona and you're by Flagstaff and you have quads, they have a cinder pit. That was a nickname for it. I believe it's called Sunrise something. It's a big, huge cinder pit, and it's just nothing but pure cinders that you can go ride your quads in, run it around in between the ponderosa pine trees. Just don't hit one, please.
Yeah, don't hit those.
Oh my goodness, I forget where...
So if you're tired of the sand dunes, go to the cinder pit.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's go ahead and hit up the next article. Pro-life advocates rally at Utah Capitol as abortion case nears oral argument. So, back in, I think it was 2020 or something. Scroll down into the article, babe. Let's see. So back, I think it was in 2020, Utah passed a law effectively banning abortion except in specific cases. Yeah, so 2020 right there, just above the photo. Passed a law, and then when Roe v. Wade was overturned in June of 2022, the law went into effect but was quickly enjoined. So they quickly filed a lawsuit to block it. And so that's where we've been at, where it's technically banned, but they've been able to murder children anyways because they got a court to side with them. And so soon the Supreme Court in the state of Utah will actually be hearing oral arguments. And so there's a few people there for the March for Life up there. I believe that girl right there you're seeing on the stand is the founder of the TPUSA chapter at UVU.
Yeah, but she put up a video. She's pro-choice.
Really?
Yes. She put up a video saying it's just you should choose yourself.
Okay, well, I mean, she's there at a pro-life rally anyway, so
and
whatever.
And she just says it's your agency to choose what you want to do.
Oh, so do you follow her?
No.
I follow her on Instagram.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really like her.
Apparently, she's pro-choice.
Yeah, so she's also a member of the church.
Yeah.
She was less
how does
active.
that work?
So she was less active for the longest time, and then she came back.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, her Instagram videos have been so wonderful to listen to, to hear just like her perspective and just like everything. Awesome.
Well, you seem like a nice lady. You just got to get a little bit more to the right there and actually be against abortion.
She's not married. She just barely got engaged, so maybe her opinion will change.
When you actually go through the process of bringing life into the world, you tend to become a little bit more pro-life. It's
maybe
just how it works.
Sometimes. I mean, there's super liberal ones.
Yes, but she's not a liberal. She's the founder of TPUSA at UVU. That chapter. So, in all likelihood, she may actually start swinging more.
She actually
to the right.
I may actually be able to pull her. Come on.
It's just not scrolling for you.
It's not scrolling.
I don't want to look at that. I want
right here.
No, that's not her. That's not the same girl,
that's
is
not
it?
the same. Yeah, it is.
Which girl?
Scroll up, babe. Go back to that photo. I don't think that's the same girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shoot, that is.
Yep,
Okay.
Sarah Clark. Sarah
Let me
Clark
see the
on
picture.
Instagram.
Yep, that's her.
Okay.
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't follow her, but I've listened to a lot of her videos. She's great.
So I followed her to
She's
give her
hilarious,
support
too.
because it's like, why not?
It
like,
just shows, just like in the LDS Church, as in every other religion, we all have our different stances, but that gives us our free agency to choose.
Yep. And that's what matters. What's this last topic that you have here? In our 5 minutes we have left.
Basically, hit up that last.
What is this last
Let's
one?
hit that last tab.
That was
Oh,
the-
that
Oh,
was
that was the last tab. Look at that.
So let's just go ahead and look at this a little bit
Yeah.
more. We got a little bit more. So basically, people still want to murder children, and we're trying to get that to stop happening. But
Because people seem to think that abortion's okay, but you look at the statistics, very few people are incest and rape. Most are, you're being stupid.
that's the thing, is like, it's
If
normally
you're gonna do it,
normally
there's
when you
many
hear
forms
someone
of
say
protection.
normally when you hear someone say they throw out that random number of 99.9% of abortions are unnecessary. Normally when you hear people say that number, they're making it up and it's not true. This is actually, abortion is actually a case where most of the time that is accurate. The overwhelming majority of abortions are for personal preference or convenience, not because of life of mother, rape, or incest, or any of those other things.
Well, I saw a video the other day. A lady was at one of these pro-life, and she was barely, luckily, not aborted. Her father had girlfriends. He'd had 2 abortions with those girlfriends, and then her dad and her mom got married. They had her. It's okay. That's fine. A couple months later, the mother found out she was pregnant again. It's like, nope, I don't want to deal with this. So she is the lucky one that she was born at the right time. Otherwise, she would have been discarded just like the others. She's like, that's why I am pro-life, because I should have siblings here with me, but I was born at the right time.
See,
my
I
mom
just
kept
don't
me.
I'm
understand.
surprised Logan isn't already here.
That's okay, dude.
I know.
He's
Been busy.
yes. He's been busier than me.
Yeah,
We've
he's
both
been a busy man lately.
Very
But I am
busy.
kind of surprised he hasn't been here, because normally when he says, "Oh, I'll be there in an hour," he's like right freaking on.
Dude, honestly, I want him to just sleep. He needs it, dude. He seriously needs.
Should we have that? Should we have that where we actually like go on a hiatus for a week and we get him here thinking he's going to be the show, and we just put up a cot and make him sleep?
Here's a question for you two. In this article, it's at least a different article.
What?
Who do Utahns trust more? Donald Trump, Spencer Cox, or elected officials in general? Who do you trust more?
Oh, Donald Trump more than Spencer Cox.
Is there a D? An answer? Another?
Option D, none of the
Elected
above.
officials
Option D, none of the above?
Which other elected officials in general do you trust?
None?
The problem is the only politicians I truly trust are not even from my frickin' state, and that's Ron Paul, his son Rand Paul, and Thomas Massey. That's it.
Ready for
Because
this?
those are the only ones I can actually look at and say they're frickin' consistent. Because everyone else sells out, but those 3 aren't frickin' sellouts. They're the only ones that hold out
Ready
on their
for
frickin'
this?
positions.
I don't even trust them. I don't trust the government at all.
But that's the thing, though. It's like they're
But out of
those
that
3
three,
are
I would say
unicorns.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald. If not fully trust, just trust more than the others.
Yeah.
It's Donald Trump.
Spencer Cox is on like the very, very bottom of hell before I would trust him.
Well, here's the thing. I actually would trust Lucifer before Spencer Cox because I know Lucifer's motivations.
Burn!
All right.
Well, our quote.
Got our quote. Let's go ahead and get
And
that
I do.
quote going, and we'll get the heck out of here.
So, first of all, before this, just want to thank you all for listening. And also just say, hey, like, life's tough. It gets busy. World's chaotic. So, this quote is for all of you that are struggling. Yeah, hang in there.
And if you guys have any topics you want us to cover, leave it in the comments. Let us know, and we'll research it and let you know.
Yes. Give us stuff to talk about, please. Okay, so this quote is, "It's okay if all you did today was to keep going." Unknown. So keep your heads up. Keep smiling. Play a card game. I don't know. Oh, wait. You can't toilet paper people's houses anymore.
It's too expensive.
It's always been it's too expensive, man.
To be fair, toilet paper costs way more than it used to.
I saw a video of someone. They have
I could egg someone's houses because with our chickens, it's a lot cheaper for us.
Well, I saw someone. They were talking about it. Their house got teepeed, and then they're going, "They did such a crappy job. Do these kids not know how to properly teepee a house and a tree anymore?"
Our neighborhood let us toilet paper their houses. It was like, we rather them do that and doorbell ditch and toilet paper than go out and do drugs. And they would we had a huge roll of toilet paper. Somebody toilet papered our whole house. We wrapped it up and used it. So, no, they did a horrible.
Oh my god!
They did a horrible job when they were throwing. There were whole rolls
just leftover.
Leftover. So we were like, okay, like gather it up and do a big ball.
All right, that's funny.
Hey, you do what you got to do when you're poor.
Yeah, well, you know what? During that panic of egg prices, if someone was egging your house, they were really making a statement.
Hey, remember during COVID, the shortage of toilet paper.
If you toilet paper someone's house, then you were making a statement.
Anyway, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
On to your ending.
Absolutely. If you like the show, like, share, subscribe, and, well, get out of here, you losers.
Logan's here.
Oh, see ya.